On January 10th, 2022, Bob Saget, the comedian and actor best known to viewers for his role as wholesome father Danny Tanner on the comedy Full House, has died at the age of 65, according to a statement released by his family to CNN. "We are devastated to confirm that our beloved Bob has passed away today," the Saget family said in their statement. "He was everything to us, and we want you to know how much he loved his fans, performing live, and bringing people from all walks of life together with laughter. Though we ask for privacy at this time, we invite you to join us in remembering the love and laughter that Bob brought to the world." According to a statement from the Orange County Sheriff's Office, Saget was found deceased in a hotel room on Sunday at the Ritz-Carlton Orlando Grand Lakes. The guy was identified as Robert Saget and pronounced dead on the scene, with no signs of foul play or drug usage found in his case, according to the Sheriff's Office. The medical examiner will establish the cause of death, according to the Sheriff's Office. Saget was on a comedy tour when he stopped in Florida. He performed Saturday night at Ponte Verde Beach, Florida, according to our dates pinned on his Twitter account. He tweeted after the show, "Love tonight's show at PV Concert Hall in Jacksonville. Appreciative audience. Thanks again to Real Tim Wilkins for opening. I had no idea I did a 2-hour set tonight. I'm happily addicted to this again." Saget, who is known for his body comedy on stage and among his pals, first became known to audiences through family-friendly television on ABC's Full House. He played a widowed father of 3 daughters, and then hosted the network's America's Funniest Home Videos clip program. The trajectory of Saget's career was unexpected, as he told Jake Trapper in a July 2021 interview. "Full House was an accident," he said. "I got fired on CBS and was asked to be in Full House." Candace Cameron Bure, Jodie Sweetin, and twins Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen appeared in one part on the sitcom, which aired for 8 seasons. It was so popular in syndication that Netflix took up a spin-off in 2016, Fuller House, starring Bure and including frequent appearances by original cast members such as Saget, Dave Coulier, and John Stamos. It lasted 5 seasons and ended in 2020. "I'm close with all the kids. It doesn't happen a lot in the world where you stay close with all the people," Saget told Tapper. "We're an unusual cast in that way that I've been able to remain close with everybody, because I don't take 8 years of my life lightly and then the other 5 or 6 seasons." On Sunday, Stamos, a co-star on Full House, shared his condolences over the death of his friend and former colleague. "I am broken, I'm gutted," Stamos wrote on Twitter. "I am in complete and utter shock, and I will never ever have another friend like him. I love you so much, Bobby." The passing of his former co-star was also memorialized by Coulier, who shared a photo of the two holding hands and said, "I'll never let go, brother. Love you." Saget worked continuously in film and television roles after his first wave of sitcom popularity, but he became known to a new generation of sitcom fans on CBS's How I Met Your Mother, where he played the narrator and voice of future Ted Mosby. Until 2014, that show aired. Saget remained a presence in stand-up comedy over the years, releasing many specials and putting his show on the road. The Aristocrats, which explored the race among comics to tell the filthiest version of the same joke, and his guest appearances on HBO's Entourage as a version of himself, demonstrate Saget's reputation for delighting in a much rougher brand of comedy. To that end, Saget seemed to relish pushing back against his success in squeaky clean shows, telling dirty jokes at ABC events to make the executives squirm, as asked by Esquire to define his humor in a 2013 interview. At the time of his death, Saget was in the midst of a tour that would take him to New York, Canada, and a number of other cities over the next 2 months. Saget frequently hosted comedy events to raise money for the Scleroderma Research Foundation, for which he served on the board of directors, according to his website. According to his website, he lost his sister to the chronic condition in 1994. In 2020, he created a podcast called Bob Saget's Here For You, which featured Tiffany Haddish, Jason Sudeikis, Whoopi Goldberg, and Norman Lear as guests. On Sunday, Lear was one of several people to pay respect to Saget. "Bob Saget was a lovely human as he was funny," Lear wrote on Twitter, "and to my mind, he was hilarious. We were close friends and I could not have loved him more." Fellow comedian and podcaster Mark Maron added, "Oh no, rest in peace, Bob Saget. Truly one of the nicest guys and so very funny." Comedian Gilbert Gottfried described his shock over the news, writing on Twitter, "I just spoke with Bob a few days ago. We stayed on the phone as usual, making each other laugh. Rest in peace to a friend, comedian, and fellow aristocrat, Bob Saget. The following day, an autopsy was completed on Bob Saget, according to the Orange County Medical Examiner in Florida. At this time, there is no evidence of drug use or foul play, Chief Medical Examiner Joshua Stephanie said in a statement to CNN. The cause and manner of the death are pending further studies and investigation, which may take up to 10 to 12 weeks to complete. On Sunday, the Fuller House star was discovered dead in his Orlando hotel room at 65 years old. According to a CNN story acquired by the Orange County Sheriff's Office, there were no indicators of foul play in the orderly hotel room. According to the article, Saget was expected to check out of the Ritz-Carlton on Sunday morning, and his family members notified hotel security when they couldn't reach him. He was everything to us, and we want you to know how much he loved his fans, performing live and bringing people from all walks of life together with laughter, the Saget family said in a statement to CNN on Sunday night. Though we ask for privacy at this time, we invite you to join us remembering the love and laughter that Bob brought to the world. Other celebrities also paid tribute to Bob Saget. The Olsen twins paid tribute to their TV dad. The twins, who as youngsters shared the role of Michelle Tanner on the hit sitcom Full House, mourned the loss of Bob. On the series, which aired for 8 seasons beginning in 1987, Saget played the family dad. Bob was the most loving, compassionate, and generous man. We are deeply saddened that he is no longer with us, but know that he will continue to be by our side to guide us as gracefully as he always has, the twin sisters, now 35, said in a statement to People magazine. We are thinking of his daughters, wife, and family and are sending our condolences. The Netflix sequel Fuller House, which ran from 2016 to 2020, included Saget in a reprise of his character, Danny Tanner. While the Olsens have retired from acting and now run a fashion empire, Saget, whom they met as children while working on Full House, has remained close to them. During an appearance on Michael Rosenbaum's podcast, Inside of You in 2021, he said, "I love Ashley and Mary-Kate so much. When I'm in New York or when they're here, whenever we can, we see each other." Gilbert Gottfried still can't believe on Bob Saget's death and even said, "I'm still waiting for the punchline to say it was all a joke." Gilbert Gottfried, a comedian, says he is still stunned by the loss of his old buddy Bob Saget, noting that he only spoke with him a few days ago. The minute anything starts to get all honest or serious or heartfelt, quickly we turn it into terrible taste and outrageousness. Gottfried remarked of his chat with Saget. He went on to say, "I remember in particular for a while we started sending emails to each other, and then we both had an idea. Let's put all these emails together and make it into a book. Then his managers read the emails and said, no, the public is not seeing this. And that was the kind of like talking to Bob." Saget's death came to his attention through comedian Jeff Ross. He said, "Sad news, Bob has died. I always enjoy a sick joke, and so I was waiting for the punchline, and then that didn't come. Now I feel like it's a day later and I'm still waiting for the punchline to happen. To say no, it was all a joke, because yeah, everybody liked Bob," Gottfried told CNN. "I wish everyone had a friend like Saget," says comedian George Wallace. Bob Saget was a lifelong buddy of comedian George Wallace, who said he hoped everyone had a friend like him. "The more I think about him, the more I would start to laugh," he told CNN. A family guy he was, but the filthiest mouse on this planet he also was. When he gets to heaven, they're going to have to change their agenda to let him in. I loved this guy. I wish everybody knew him. We both have been busy, we talked every 3 months, but he's the kind of friend you talk to on the phone and you go right back to the same conversation you were talking about 3 months ago. Just absolutely the funniest man in the world," Wallace said about Saget. "He's gone, but we will never ever forget Bob," he said. Aside from fellow co-stars and friends, fans also paid tribute to Bob Saget by gathering outside the Tanner house. Actor Bob Saget, who died on Sunday, was remembered by fans gathered outside the famed town home where Full House was filmed in San Francisco. "It's awful news," one fan told CNN. "He was the dad of the 90s for everyone. Loved the program, not just Full House, but everything he did." Saget was a cultural figure, according to another fan, who raised a generation of Americans, according to CNN. He raised a generation throughout the country, and I think he left a big impact on people as children, at the Tanner family, and then as adults as Bob Saget, and his comedy career as well. "I think he touched a lot of people, and he was a cultural icon," a fan told CNN. CNN's senior media correspondent Brian Stelter stated, that Saget's character in Full House was especially notable at the time since he played a single dad with all the complexities that character carried. His shows and works will remain in our hearts and will always be one of the best in the industry. Which of his works would remain memorable for you? Let us know in the comment section down below. We hope you guys like this video. Stay tuned for more. Thanks for watching us, and see you in the next one.